Bowl. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Utah Utes and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I caught up with the Utah head coach before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Utes kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iamaleava finds his man. It's Knight. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Right back to him on the ground. Hard running there. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Oh, maybe a double pass. Under fire. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He's got it down the field. There he goes. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Quarterback may change this route. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Stepping to the right. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Using the quick game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy has so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. The run inside. It's Parker. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give it to Parker. Got enough space. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he added the extra point. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Takes the handoff. It's Knight. Makes it past the marker. At the 35, he's got room. Up to 44 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the option. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Here's the Amaliava to throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. 3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. Pocket breaking down. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
Working that left side now. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. To throw again. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Has it.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Quarterback will keep it. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
And And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the move, it's Knight. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. He's going to take a shot. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Run in the red zone, it's Parker. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Grab the to put the 6 on the board.
And this offense is firing at all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throws it back. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be changing the route. Iamaleava. He'll take a deep shot here. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's Northwestern looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion. On their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. A terrific play to keep it from getting to the chains. The turnover on downs. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick step and go. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6.
It made his special teams really do their job and set them up so nicely. In this 3rd down right here, you want to capitalize. You want to take advantage of it. Like, hey, you ran the football right there, maybe a little bit of play action. Get that ball out of your hand, but you definitely want to capitalize on this field position.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Trying to barrel in. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, that hurts because second down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's third down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Great job being physical in the middle of the defense. Goal line situation, 3rd down, nowhere for the runner to go in the middle of the field, so he tries to use his speed to bounce it, but this ain't high school. This defense has the ability to pursue and chase and get him down.
Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Using his legs, it's Knight. And he's in! Touchdown, Bruins!
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
Throwing, Imaliava. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That keeps the score. Utah 21, UCLA 16. Number 15, Celtics.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense in press coverage. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Dampier. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. And obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Delayed handoff. It's Knight. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Making side adjustments here. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. On the move. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Dampier. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They've got him! It's a sack! Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Got his man. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. They'll go with Parker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball? And first down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Still on his feet at the 45. Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. On the move and looking. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice.
Maybe a crease. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Finds the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Spits it out to the back. Got his man on the right. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Time to take a shot. He's got it way down the field. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's what scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll run with Parker. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, TFL. Now you got a big second down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Touchdown, Utes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Utes touch them right back.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Dropping back, it's Dampier. They're working that left side. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Iamaleava. He's taking a deep shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Buying some time. That's it. They get to him and pull him down, and they